Hi, Mark and Morgan from WholeLatteLove.com. Today a look at Saeco's top-of-the-line and super automatic espresso machines.
It's the Xelsis Evo. The Evo stands for evolution, so Saeco listened to user feedback and made a couple of improvements since the last version. Most notable is the milk carafe.
Yeah, a comment we hear often is users want their milk froth hotter, so Saeco redesigned the carafe to do just that. We'll talk more about that in a minute, but first, the basics.
The Excelsus Evo is a multi-user machine. That means up to 6 users can program their drink preferences for 7 drinks. Users are identified by a symbol, so you've got a heart, flower, moon, star, and so on to identify each user.
So you select your user symbol and then use dedicated one-touch buttons for espresso and espresso lungo on the left of the touchscreen and cappuccino, latte macchiato, and cafe latte on the right. The other 2 drinks are accessed using the special button.
Press that, you get access to steam and a programmable amount of milk, as well as American coffee and an espresso macchiato. These are programmable as well, and that American coffee deserves some special attention.
Right. Typically, you would purchase a one-touch super automatic because you enjoy espresso and milk-based drinks like cappuccinos, lattes, and macchiatos. But you're probably going to have some people that just want a cup of drip-style coffee.
That's right, and that's where this machine does something a little different. When you choose the American coffee, the machine brews it differently. Instead of using the espresso brewing process, which forces water through the coffee under constant pressure, it uses a lower pressure pulse brewing process to produce a drip style coffee.
The cool thing is it's so much better than your average drip coffee because the beans are ground right before brewing. The flavor just blows away any drip coffee made from pre-ground beans. And don't even get me started about how much better it is than pre-ground that's been sitting in a plastic cup for who knows how long.
So really easy to get an excellent cup of drip style coffee, but this machine is all about making milk drinks the way you want it. It uses an attachable carafe to supply milk. So you pull the carafe out of the fridge, attach it to the machine, and then the top of the handle slides over to deliver the milk.
Now, a lot of machines only do one style of milk, and that's a limitation because the density of milk you want for a latte and cappuccino are not the same. But on the Excelsus, you can program 4 different styles of milk. From no froth, so the milk is just heated, and then 3 different levels of froth. You can go from a light froth for a latte up to a very airy froth for a cappuccino, and that's fully programmable for the 4 milk-based drinks for each user.
And we like the carafe. When not in use, just store it in the fridge. And you want things clean in milk systems, and this carafe does it for you. First, no milk ever enters the machine. Since the carafe handle is the spout, there are no tubes to connect to anything. Then after it's made a milk drink, a blast of steam goes through. When you're done, push the spout over, and the carafe gets a deeper steam cleaning that runs through the spout, down the handle, and into the drip tray.
All the drinks the machine makes are fully programmable. Using the menu, you can program one of 3 strengths and 3 temperatures for each drink. You can turn pre-brewing to off, normal, or extra to wet the coffee for a moment prior to brewing for extra aroma. Volume of milk and coffee delivered can be set in the menu, or you can do it by sight. Press and hold the drink button and memo appears in the display. When you've got the amount of coffee or milk you want, press the stop button and that amount will be programmed.
One other control is the Saeco brewing system dial. This dial affects the flow rate of coffee brewing. Typically, you turn this to restrict flow and create more crema when brewing espresso, and turn it to increase flow when doing longer coffees to avoid over-extraction.
On top of the Excelsus are doors for access to the water reservoir, the bean hopper, and the bypass doser for using pre-ground coffee. The water reservoir holds 54 ounces. The machine comes with a water filter, so you'll also get a water hardness test strip, and you enter the info from the test into the machine and tell it about the water filter. With that information, the machine tells you when it should be descaled using an included descaling solution.
The bean hopper feeds a ceramic disc grinder and has 8 grind settings, allowing you to adjust the grind based on the type of beans and the drink being made. You go coarser for darker beans and longer beverages, and finer for lighter roasts and shorter drinks.
The top surface of the machine is actively heated for cup warming. If you don't use it, the cup warming feature can be turned off in the menu. The machine has 2 boilers, one for brewing and one for steaming milk. With dedicated boilers, there's no waiting when making milk-based drinks. And to save power, you can turn on the machine's eco mode, which cycles down the boilers. With it enabled, you'll wait a little longer when making drinks, but you'll save power.
There's a wand on the front of the machine. Using this, you can manually steam milk and dispense hot water. Spout height is adjustable for small espresso cups, or remove the dual spout adapter, and you've got the clearance for tall travel mugs.
The front of the machine swings open on substantial hinges to reveal a large internal drip tray and ground spin. You'll get a message in the display when it's time to empty things. Also in there is the brew group. Once every week or so, you'll pull this out and give it a rinse at the sink.
The exterior of the machine is wrapped in a brushed stainless steel. It's easy to clean and does not show fingerprints like a polished surface would. There's a cover over the spot where the milk carafe attaches. When the carafe's in use, this cover fits on top of the water reservoir. A magnet on the back side holds it out of the way when you open the door to add water to the machine.
So again, the Excelsus is top of the line. It's got an easy-to-use carafe with automatic cleaning, and it's wonderful if you've got more than a couple users, with the ability to fully program all drinks for 6 users.
I really like the milk system. It's been redesigned to produce a hotter froth, and the key feature is being able to program the density of the milk from one of 4 levels. The American Coffee low-pressure pulse brewing is very handy for those who want a drip-style cup.
That's the Saeco Xelsis Evo, and it's available now at wholelattelove.com. I'm Morgan.
And I'm Mark. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel to get the latest on everything coffee. The #1 source for everything coffee is wholelattelove.com.